Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will learn about Agile Model. So make sure to watch the video till the end and don't forget to subscribe the channel for upcoming lesson. The Agile Model is a software development methodology used to develop application in fast, flexible and customer focused way. Okay. So this model is also used for the software development life cycle. There is six steps. Okay. So first is plan, second is design, third is develop, fourth is test, fifth is deploy, and sixth is review and feedback. Okay. So mostly this agile model, it divides the project into two parts. One is small part like called is iteration, or second one is a sprint. So each sprint usually lasts 1 to 4 weeks and deliver a working feature of the software. So the key feature of this agile model, continuous development. So in this model, the development team and all feature we can continuous develop and frequent customer feedback, small and quick release, team collaboration, easy to handle changes, faster bug fixing. Okay, so these are steps which you are seeing in the screen. Like one is a plan phase. So steps in agile model. First, we will required gathering from the client end. Okay, our team, all the team member will be sit together with the client, like business analyst. They will collect the all requirement from the client during the gathering time. After that, they will plan accordingly. So the second phase is a planning, and they will design this all process. They will design. Then they start to the development process. Once development is started, they will share the build to the testing team. Testing team will test the application as per the client requirement and per team product manager. Okay, so the all team member which will be included during the development cycle of the agile model. Then after testing, if all scenario are passed, okay, as per the client, if it's good to go, then we will deploy that feature. Once the application will deploy to the customer environment, means it will be live so that the end user can use. Okay, so we will receive some feedback and review from the client end. Okay, if client is saying like we need to some enhance something or we need to upgrade something, so in next sprint we will start accordingly. Okay, and in this agile model, like this is a very most of industries are using very useful and very simple process. Okay, all process will be work step by step accordingly, like first plan, then design, then develop the code, develop the feature, then test the feature, deploy that particular sprint particular feature to the customer environment. Okay, it will be live so that end user can use, and once it will be deployed, we will receive the feedback from the client and our internal team also, like what feedback should be and what we can improve in upcoming sprint. Okay, so this entire workflow is a agile process and workflow. So agile in this model there is some terminologies also. Okay, so the terminology like sprint means short development cycle. Okay, it's meaning of the short development cycle we will cover in depth also. So then again term is product backlog, list of the project requirement. The product backlog means if we are developing a shopping website. Okay, so the list of the project requirement, it's come under product backlog. Scrum Master, the person who manage agile process, means the Scrum Master entire agile process will be drive. Means let's suppose the example, if a car will drive, means the driver will handle the whole entire thing. The driver will drive that car on the road. Okay, so in the same field, Scrum Master, the person who will facilitate and drive the entire agile process and manage everything. Then a product owner, person who represent customer, means the product owner who have a product knowledge. the- they will collect the requirement from the client, and the person who represent to the customer. Sometimes Client is not a technical person. Okay, so the project manager and product owner can understand easily. They can understand easily what client is want, and they will represent customer to the entire team for a development the process as per the agile. Okay, then there is another term is daily stand up. So in the daily stand up, it's a very small kind of meeting like 15 minute and daily short meeting. They will confirm with the all team member what's the planning, okay, what we will deliver today, what's planned to deliver tomorrow, what we did yesterday. Okay, so these all things been discussed in sort of term. It's called daily stand-up. Then the increment is another term. So working software after sprint. Okay. So in this agile model, there is some advantage we have. First advantage of this agile model, faster delivery. So in this model, we can deliver the project in very fast, better customer satisfaction. Okay, because most of things is developed as per the client requirement and with the client feedback also in each sprint. So better customer satisfaction, easy to change requirement means if any sprint developer is developing any feature, if client is come in between and client is saying we need to change this requirement, so is it's possible in this agile model. So we can change the requirement also. Okay, and continuous testing. If any feature is developed, we will continue testing, continue deliver to the client and deploy to the to customer environment so that the customer can use and improve product quality. If we receive the feedback from the client and the customer, so we can improve the product quality in upcoming sprint as well. And better teamwork means in this workflow, so the all teamers have a better collaboration with each team member to develop a good quality product. Okay, but there is some disadvantage also of this model. Okay, so the disadvantage of this model, let's see. So disadvantage of this model like require experienced team. Okay, for this process, for this agile development, we always require an experienced person who can understand the all entire workflow. Okay, difficult documentation sometime if there is lot of things is change and the team is busy in between, so sometimes it's very difficult to documentation. Okay, and frequent changes may affect timeline. Means suppose one sprint already planned to complete till 25th May. Okay. In between customer is came means the client is coming and they are saying like we need to change something in this requirement. So it will affect our timeline. Means the delivery time would be affect during the changes. Customer involvement is necessary. Mean each steps most of time the customer involvement is necessary in this agile model. So this is a very fastest growing and most of the industry is using agile model. Okay, in interview they have asked a question about agile between waterfall model. So here I have mentioned like agile difference between agile and waterfall. So agile is a flexible, but in waterfall is a fixed process. You can see in SDLC video there is a mention like everything is I have shared under waterfall model what's the procedure and everything. Okay, so there we cannot change anything, the requirement is fixed. Okay, in agile continuous delivery, so in agile we can deliver continuously, but in waterfall only one time we can deliver our feature. Okay, customer feedback regularly, feedback at end. Once the application is deployed, then we will the client and other team or whatever they can share the feedback at the end of the process. Changes allowed in agile model. We can changes in anything in any steps. Okay. Change is difficult. In waterfall model, the change is not possible. It's very difficult. testing during development means from initial phase, okay, the testing is required. And here the testing in waterfall only added testing after development means once the feature is developed by the developer, then the testing will be start. But in Agile from day one, means from planning, requirement gathering, the all documentation also will be review and tested by the tester and the project manager. So testing is start from the initial phase. Okay. So there is some real life example. Suppose we are developing a shopping website. Okay. So in sprint one, the login page we have discussed, we have developed. In sprint 2, we developed a product search. In third sprint, the cart feature, and fourth sprint, payment system. So in this process means each sprint enhance and provide a feature. After every sprint, customer gives feedback and improvements are added. Means once we deliver the sprint, in each sprint, customer gives feedback and improvements. So we added in upcoming sprints also. So we can say that it's very simple and their simple definition of the agile. Agile is a software development model where the project is developed in a small iteration with a continuous customer feedback and frequent release. Okay. And it's divided in two part. Okay. And each sprint contains high priority requirement. The time of period of the sprint typically 1 to 4 weeks. Okay. And in agile model, daily scrum meeting with team to share status and potential issues. Each sprint is released to the customer use, and this model is used for the critical application. Okay, so this agile model is very useful model in the industry. Most of the company is working in agile because we can provide a good quality product and testing is involved in every and each cycle, each phase also, and we delivered a small feature to the client. Okay, so this is the agile process and workflow where the all steps is defined clearly. Okay, please watch this video. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for upcoming lesson. And I will create a one project where I will add the all team members like Scrum Master, Product Manager, Developer, and Tester, how they facilitate this model and how they work on this project. Okay, so from entire life cycle and entire workflow, I will explain in upcoming video once the testing phase is completed, and we will move to live project. Okay, thank you to watch this channel.